is filled. Godzilla is back! What's up, YouTubers of the world? MegaGeekMixer here, bringing you guys my review of the second half of Monarch Season 2. Yes, Episode 6. Finally, Godzilla was back. Oh, it was so good to see him again. Even if it was just a dream sequence, I was happy because I've been missing the guy. I mean, I understand. Yeah, we got the Titans and all. It's really Titan X who was the main focal point here. And yeah, we got Kong there for a bit, but we still got to get Godzilla here. I mean, we're talking about the G-Man. But hey, like I said, it was a dream sequence, but a pretty good dream sequence that brought in a lot of Easter eggs. First with Godzilla's entrance and how he threw a train out there. That was reminiscent of -1 right there, guys. That was just unbelievable right there. And I gotta say, good work on the special effects as they gave us a good glimpse in him and stuff. And it was good to finally see this monsterverse Godzilla go to his home country, just like there he is destroying things. Well, not necessarily destroying things, but there's the Japanese self-defense force attacking them with missiles, and then there goes Titan X right there, and they're about to fight. But as I said, it was a dream sequence all by Kentaro, and yeah, dream sequence or not, I still liked it. I know this is going to frustrate some people because they really want them to be there and stuff. But hey, sometimes that's just how it is. People get nitpicky. They want Godzilla, but they didn't want him like this. But in the end, we still got him. That's why I'm okay with it, because we'll be seeing him again here soon. But still, besides that though, I am finally glad one thing that I've been really wanting has happened, and that's Kentaro. He's finally being given something to do here. He is finally being given an arc here, showing how much more than ever how, yes, it now makes more sense why Hiroshi died. It helps to move the story forward into the second half, and everyone is now going off in their different direction, especially Kentaro, who has really never had anything here. Yeah, you had May infiltrating Apex, you had Kate with her trauma and everything, and now this connection with Titan X, which, yeah, as I suspected, something similar in Godzilla and Mickey, or better yet, Mothra and the Shobijin. Yes, I like that right there. We'll talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about Kentaro, though. Poor guy, man. Yeah. I mean, losing a loved one's never easy. We all would know what that's like. We've all lost people we love here. And yeah, how he handled it, just ouch. I mean, he blames Kate because, well, Kate was hurled in by the Titan X, and there was Hiroshi there to protect her and stuff, which kind of led to that, but it's not really her fault there and stuff. I mean, there have been many things, but what can we say, guys? All I just know is that I'm hurt for both of them, especially Kentaro and stuff. But in the end, this is finally giving him an arc. It's an interesting arc, mind you, as it sees him going more to the dark side. Yeah, and I say that because as he was grieving, here comes May to try to hang out with them and stuff. They start talking and reminiscing. Kentaro moves in, but no, she kind of rejects it, and then him, within all his grievance, saying, I'm the wrong Randa. Kate don't care about you, which, yeah, hurtful, but like I said, grieving. And then who comes in but a new character? Some people seem to know her. Unfortunately, I don't know who the actor is, but what her character is another one of CEO of Apex Cybernetics' daughter. Now, if you guys remember Gong versus Godzilla, it's not her. No, that woman's name was Maya. This woman's name is Isabel, her sister. And yeah, she at first came in trying to move in on him after May left and stuff, but then she let it slip that, oops, I'm actually Apex, and I'm here to try to recruit you to let you know, no, we're different from Monarch here. And also, with her turning on the dark side, also looks like he's trying to put her against her sister, because when she was trying to convince him, she was saying, what happens before Mana comes in, or worse, Kate. She actually used his own sister, a way to try to leverage him over there. Mind you, he rejected it at first, but after that nightmare visiting his father's grave, he's like, hey, prove me wrong. So yeah, this gonna lead to a family feud going forward. Kentaro going to the dark side, leading to a family feud. Maybe, but if I'm being honest, this is interesting. I mean, Kentaro really never had anything when he was working with his family. He was just the guy who was there, really. And if this is to really finally get him to have an arc, to have something going for him, I'm for it and stuff. Sure, it's going to be tough with the whole family feud and everything, but who knows? Maybe in the end, this is like a journey of going into the dark only to come back out into the light with the people he loves. And yeah, I'm like many others. I don't trust this girl here, but hey, family dynamics always have their scapegoats of black sheeps and whatnot. So who knows? Maybe she starts out bad and maybe she comes out in the end. I don't have my high hopes on that, but you just don't know. And we really got a lot more going on here. I mean, we got 4 episodes left. So I'm all for this. I am really all for this. But going on and forward here, I really want to talk about the past again because finally we got the past trio back again. And I've said this before, I prefer them over the present trio because Kentaro, Kei, Mei, they're just disjointed. They're not a trio here. But I have been loving the duos in the present time. I'll at least admit to that. But still, here in the past, we got a little more into Colonel Shaw and his family because in order to get himself out of the equation between him and Kate and Billy so he wouldn't mess anything up, he decided to transfer himself. And yeah, naturally, Kate wasn't happy about that, but she didn't really try anything to stop it because she kind of knew why he was doing it. And she was kind of being in that same situation that maybe this will help us prevent what happened to us happen to us. But in doing so, we met his father, who, yeah, let's face it, I don't like that guy. It's pretty clear he's just trying to take control of his son and everything. But because in the end, he realized that no, I don't want to do this. So he goes back over to Monarch, and that's where, yeah, Kate right there, and he's asking if he can come back, and of no hesitation, she does have him come back. But I do like how she at first admitted, I'm sorry I didn't fight harder for you, when we all know the reason why you didn't fight harder for him, Keiko, to stay. It was very obvious. But it's also nice to know that after coming back, we immediately find out where their next spot is, and that was where they were in the very first episode of this series. That place where Kate fell into Axis Moon Day. Oh boy. Things are about to get heavy on that end, but not as heavy as what we saw with Keiko and Kate, which beautiful moments of bonding between these two. I just loved it. Seeing those two bonding and I want to be honest, those two really look like they could really be related, but that's because they can kind of relate to each other because they kind of have been through similar encounters with these Titans. As Keiko found out when he and Kate tried to finally figure out this whole connection Kate has with Titan X as she goes back into the water and gets readings on them. And this readings help us to see how, mind you, that yes, Titan X isn't the bad guy. We already knew that. It's Apex here, but we're finally given detail. She is scared. She's scared, lost, and in pain. And no doubt most of that's probably because of Apex Cybernetics with what they did, but it could also be with the fact on how she was released earlier than scheduled. Like, she doesn't know where she's going and stuff. Sure, she may be going about her usual routes, but some maybe just don't feel right with her. I love that. And I love how this may no doubt help play into probably busting things with Apex Cybernetics who are trying to weaponize it, control it, and stuff like that. But speaking of control, that's what Elderly decided to do as he, along with an old friend of his and Keiko's and Hiroshi's, returns. That being Dr. Suzuki. Oh, it was great to see that guy again. I actually like that guy despite him being very brief back in season 1. I found him funny. And yeah, he still keeps that buddiness with him, and I just love it. It's great. But Lee now more than ever just wants to stop Titan X, consider all the problems it's caused, that he's going into this wackiness of saying, I'm going to call Godzilla. Oh, Oh, Lee, you of all people should know you do not want to do that. But luckily, even though that's what he wanted to do, and Kate didn't approve, but he still wanted to do something, just like Suzuki, who said, I can't just do nothing, or else the pain, or else that will feel even worse. Which, yeah, when you do nothing, that does feel a little worse. But still, they decide to go to Mount Osa, I believe it was, where Lee first came out of Axis Mundi, and May opened it up. Boy, what a giant hold on special effects that was! But it gave us something even crazier. After it got shut down and stuff, they got a transmission from Lee himself back in Axis Mundi, back when he went there in 1962. What? 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 What was that? I'm telling you guys, this just makes me have all sorts of questions. Are we going into time to? Are we going into time travel here? But I don't think it's that. They call this. They did mention time dilation. I'm not a science guy, so I can't really speak on this. But I think it's going into something a little different that will be better than time travel, because time travel put in shows are a bit messy and everything, and it's pretty clear these people behind the scenes want to keep things canon here, as they did with Godzilla not showing up in Japan but in a dream here. So let's just wait and see. I just know though, this episode finally has satisfied me with some things I've really wanted. Now it's just all a matter of moving forward to really see what we can get here. But once again, it's just so good to have seen Godzilla right there, and I can't wait for him to actually show up. And I'm talking about that part where he rises out of the ocean, where it's raining and stuff, and gives out that big roar. Oh yeah, that is going to be something. But I'm going to end it all at that, guys. I love to know what your guys' thoughts are. Please leave them in the comment section down below. And like always, you enjoy my videos, all you got to do is click that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to be notified when I make more videos. And until then, Mega Geek Mixer signing out. Bye.